So Vivid V is a Japanese VTuber agency. They look pretty polished, honestly. They have a few gens, 2 gens. They have really cute models. There was a tweet from the agency itself being like, report and apology. And we've got the translation for it. But the translation is crazy. It says, thank you very much for your continued support of Vivid V and the talents affiliated with our company. We also extend our gratitude to all related parties. This is Daiki Nishiguchi, Representative Director of Link Up Corporation. On this occasion, regarding the operation of our company and Vivid V, we have caused serious confusion and significant inconvenience. And I sincerely, deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart. Currently, extremely serious issues have arisen, including the processing of refunds for crowdfunding delays or non-shipments of goods, delays in refund processing, and delays in payment to business partners. All of these situations are the result of my shortcomings as a manager, for which I must sincerely apologize. It is the outcome of my inability to make inappropriate judgments. To the fans who have supported us, the landlords who have always valued their talents on a daily basis, I deeply regret from the bottom of my heart that I failed to fully understand the extent of the harm caused and allowed it to be neglected. Continued on page 2, as cause of the financial difficulties, there were the mixing of personal and business expenses in private consumption, inappropriate employment offers to talents, event budget overruns, etc. We will proceed with bankruptcy proceedings. For details, please refer to the official X. So they're filing for bankruptcy, it's official. And there's a talent coming out and speaking out, but there's also this. This person quoted a section of the apology, and we had the Grok translation, right? This person is Japanese, and they just screenshotted that part of the apology from the company, and it says that's called embezzlement, you know? And the tweet itself, like that part, when you translate it, it says, the biggest factor behind the company's financial difficulties was that I, as the company representative, had been misappropriating company funds for personal use. He's literally pulling a gun run. This repeatedly mixed public and private matters by using company funds for personal expenses that were now recognized as business expenses, and this put a significant strain on the company's cash flow. This is absolutely unacceptable behavior and there's no excuse for it. Well, you're right about that. So, dude literally used company's cash flow to buy God knows what. Yeah, it's truly gun run JP. Yeah, and because of that, they can't pay the talents. So the talents have been speaking about it. She says, I'm a former first generation member. At the time I left, there were sudden changes in the agency's direction regarding financial matters and contracts that hadn't existed before. So when I voiced my opinion about it, on my way home from work, I suddenly received a call from the president, and without consulting other employees or managers, I was fired. Also, I haven't forgotten that I was told, if you interfere with activities in the future, I'll crush you. So she got threatened after she questioned, the change in direction. They're trying to give them a new contract. Obviously, that's not allowed. And they told her that she was interfering with the activities, and if she continues, they'll crush her. That's crazy. Like, literally JPV Shoujo. Report an apology regarding company's bankruptcy and future actions. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our supporters of Vivid V and its affiliated talents, as well as to all related parties for your continued encouragement. It is with great regret that we inform you that Link Up has encountered severe financial difficulties that have made it impossible to continue business operation, leading us to prepare for bankruptcy proceedings. They bankrupt faster than VShojo did, at least. Regarding the termination of talent management contract, in connection with this matter, we are sequentially terminating management contracts with our affiliated talents. We deeply apologize for the significant concern and inconvenience this caused to our talents and their fans. But do they get to keep their IP? Regarding the termination of fan club services and cancellations due to the inability to maintain our operational structure, fan club services will be forcibly cancelled, with membership withdrawal processing for all members effective today, November 5th. Additionally, for customers whose payments were processed between November 1st and today, the 5th, will simultaneously process refunds. For refunds for goods, under the guidance of our legal counsel, we'll proceed sequentially with refunds for various goods and online sales items. For the 25 customers whose items are confirmed in stock by our office and have not yet been shipped, we aim to ship all items by around November 15. Well, at least these guys are shipping the merch, unlike VShojo. who's trying to sell it to the talent. Regarding handling of crowdfunding contribution, we'll also handle refunds sincerely for all those who support our crowdfunding campaign. Is this like a donathon? Details of the refund process are scheduled to begin sequentially from November 10. For future policy, we'll continue to respond with sincerity to ensure that our talents, related parties, and fans do not suffer any further disadvantage. We once again deeply apologize for the significant inconvenience and concern this caused to all related parties. This person adds, no one's gonna trust some asshole who never acted sincerely before suddenly trying to be sincere now, lol. Jesus! The Japanese fans have no chill! This is so savage! But also true! So true. Wait, that's so funny. I knew that tweet was gonna be good when I pressed translate on it. Oh wait, I've read that one. So other talents were graduating before the complete shutdown. Teka Ann will be leaving Vivid V. She'll continue streaming as an independent VTuber. This is her graduation notice from October 30th. So there was already red flags prior to that. Yeah, he seems to be pretty blunt when the politeness mask is off. I kind of like it. Yeah, Vivid V is shutting down. This is Yui Nanase. Thank you for your support. Due to the sudden dissolution of the agency I was affiliated with this time, I will be continuing my activities as an independent creator from now on. From here on out, I'll keep pushing forward my own pace. I'll be thrilled if you could continue to warmly watch over me. Also, regarding the thing I said about retiring if the agency dissolved again, I'll talk about it at 11:30 p.m. Oh, it'd be nice to find that stream. So, hey, it looks like they're keeping their VTuber, which is... I don't know if they joined with their model like VShoujo, but if at least they got gifted their IP, they've handled it better than VShoujo. So here she explains what happens. August, dissatisfaction with the agency's response led to chaos on the private account. 2, it was supposed to be an account not connected to management, but the content got exposed, and it ended with a discussion with the president and deleting the private account. September, the 2 units were announced as official units, but due to various circumstances, we couldn't become an official unit. So in that sense, we posted on the main account saying, management, make us an official unit. We'll do our best too. That was called a violation of the rules, and since complaints came from other people too, the president said we'll consult a lawyer about the handling. Regarding the private accounts being discovered by management and the fact that it was from other people this time, I started feeling distrustful of people and told the president I wanted to quit. But I was told I couldn't quit without paying a 3-digit amount. I consulted with my parents about whether to borrow money, but the talk of quitting was put on hold for now. So she couldn't leave unless she paid a huge fee, enough for her to want to borrow money. And it seems like there were leaks that maybe endangered her. Anyway, in October, it was revealed that all of this incident and the above events from September's were lies from the president? Wait, what the fuck? So all of that from September, the 2 units were announced as official units, but due to various circumstances, we couldn't become an official unit. So in that sense, we posted on the main account saying, management, make us an official unit and we'll do our best too. But that was called a violation of the rules, and since complaints came from other people too, they said they'll see through a lawyer. And the private account being discovered by management and the fact that it was from other people at this time, I started feeling distrustful. All that were lies. If true, threatening affiliated talents with false information for money would constitute obstruction of business by fraud and blackmail, adding additional charge. Wait, he's right. Because they gave her a false reason, like, for breaching her contract. And she was like, fine, I'll quit. And then they're like, well, if you want to quit, then you gotta pay up. That's like the CEO's 5-head scheme, so he could buy another yacht. Invent contract breach, tell the talents to pay up, profit. This is too much. We need to get the president locked up and make him pay back what he embezzled. I feel your pain. Have some sweets. Yeah, I think it's a mistranslation because she said she has to borrow money. So 3-digit is probably, I mean, it's either under $1,000 or it's just a mistranslation. All right, so this other VTuber from the agency also chimes in saying, I've generally avoided getting into disputes, but I just had to chime in and repost about this one. I've performed at a real-life event hosted by this company before, but honestly, there was never any guidance on the performance fee right up until the end, and it was only after I followed up that I got a response along the lines of, it's not much, just a few thousand yens or so, but do you want it? If you need it, go ahead and invoice us. That's such a lame way to go about it. Honestly, at that point, I had strong misgivings and I didn't want to hand over my personal info, so I didn't bother invoicing. Okay, kind of smart, actually. If she's like, okay, if it's just gonna be for like $100 and giving out my sensitive info, it's not worth it. On top of that, the entire exchange about the event details was in overly casual language from start to finish, which was another red flag for me. Even back then, it was on my personal blacklist, and seeing this latest thing just reinforced my impression of, yeah, I knew. That's okay, so she's not from the agency, she's just somebody who's worked with them. That said, the VTubers who are affiliated with them are generally talented, and most of them were already hustling successfully on their own to begin with. Please keep supporting the talents themselves, separate from the management. She says, probably, I'm just gonna translate that way, I feel like it's better. Maybe it's popped up on recommendation, gotten a little buzz, huh? Thank you so much for all the views. Oh, she's just promoting her thing, okay. Speaking of buzzing, that reminds me of promotion. Personally, there's a ton of stuff I want to promote, but after all, the top priority for promotion has to be the former Vivid V affiliated talents. They didn't do anything wrong at all. They're the biggest victims. Hoping to offer even a little support, I've put together a list of former affiliated talents based on the official website. Please give them a follow or channel subscription to show your support. If there's any omission or addition, let me know. Wait, this is actually a pretty good post. I still can't believe that he admits to embezzlement in his statement. That's so funny. I have been misappropriating company funds for personal use. So there's a lot of the CEO's tweet that have aged like milk. He says here, that's the CEO tweeting, saying, I'm seriously pissed off about the V agency situation. It's about the president of V's agency sprinting, basically going bankrupt, but you can easily imagine it was probably because they were weak with numbers. I want individual V people to keep this in mind too, but being an individual V is like running a small company in a way. If you're weak with money, numbers, you absolutely won't succeed. Well, you don't say so. This company hasn't even been a year since it set up its office and is already in this state. The reasons are, 1, the president's management skills are frighteningly low. 2, at the launch stage, the BS PLCF plans weren't done at all. Or 3, they spread out the futon like crazy without any evidence for it'll grow big so it'll be fine. I like that he's using the futon analogy because they sleep on like futon rolls. It's like, don't play at being a business owner using people's lives. And here he's like commenting on another VTuber agency, but it's so ironic that he ends up doing all of these things. Dude has zero self-awareness. This is actually VShoujo. Weren't they doing that too? Like saying how they operated better than other VTuber agencies? Do whatever you love, stream whatever you want to. There are some rules, of course. The agency will take responsibility. Don't hold back, go all out. Don't hold back, go all out, but we're not gonna pay you. But it's all for free, by the way. Bro, they're always telling on themselves. What is this, like the misgift strat? Oh my god. Yeah, this is industry standard. He definitely took his own advice. Oh my god, dude. It's always the ones that brag the loudest about how good they are that end up being like the shadiest one. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.